Touch the butt. Ooh, we're gonna touch the butt. Ooh! Touch the butt. Ooh, we're gonna touch the butt. Ooh!
I'm assuming there I go. I see me. I'm back. Looked like an interesting story though. I mean, after you said that it was really funny interspersed with the music, I like went on the microphone and I was like, here we go. I'll do it again. Touch the butt. Ooh, we're gonna touch the butt. Ooh, touch the butt. We're gonna touch the butt. Or like whatever, something. I did something like that. Touch the butt. I don't remember exactly, but I said something like that to be silly. And then I replied that I wanted to do a whole butt remix, but I didn't realize I was muted. And I was also saying, hey guys, look at this scene. I worked really hard on it. And I was like talking to you while you couldn't see me. But I was like, look, I worked really hard on it. It's different. Do you like it? And then I said that I wasn't quite happy. Come on, you can come back now. I wasn't quite happy with this scene yet. I'm still mucking around with this one. That's basically what happened. It is pretty. I like it. Okay, good. I had so many different versions, and I had to have Fred help me pick one because I couldn't. I had just been looking at it too long. You like the colors of the second one? Yeah, I do too. I mean, of course, I've got this one. I kept the same colors. Although this one is a little bit much purple, so I might put a blue logo there. Like the blue logo that I have in the chatting right above me. I might put that there. I don't know. He does look like he's investigating the microphone. I did not even think about that because I had a headache yesterday, so I was sitting in a dark room. So I was really only using the webcam for like where the boundaries would be. I couldn't see anything. Show me what you got. Put your hand in my mouth. Anyway, hello everybody. How are you? I did not take my vitamins this morning, so you guys tell me how you are. I'm gonna do this. But in any case, this scene I'm not quite happy with yet. Haven't decided. Everything else I'm like fine with. Like I think that looks good. I think this looks good. You know.
We came to see naked girls.
I put a border on it. That's all I did. I just put a border on it. And now this one has a border as well for funsies. I like that you can still see my hand behind it. Woo! I don't know. I'm easily amused. Easily amused. I enjoy it. Anyway. Oh, that's a butt? Wait. Those are pants? Why does that look like a dog butt? Like a really flappy dog butt. Oh, it is. Okay, it is a corgi butt. I know this is really gross, and I'm sorry if I ruined corgi butts for you, but I can't look at them without thinking of bloody diarrhea. Because when I lived in New York, Chris, my ex, and I we watched dogs for extra money. Well, he was supposed to be watching the dogs to earn any money, but I ended up doing a lot of the work. And we were watching this corgi, and he just was having problems. We ended up having to take him to the vet, and they gave him one of those like water humps. We still don't know what the fuck was wrong with him, but he was fine. But anyway, I just think about bloody diarrhea when I see corgi butts. It's known as Momo. Momo means peach. So that's interesting. They're calling their butts peaches. I guess I could see it. I guess I could see it. I mean, I guess we'd kind of do that too with the peach also means butt in some places. Yeah. Like, in emoji speak, doesn't peach mean butt? Although that doesn't make sense to me because peach in our culture typically means vulva. So, I don't know. In the South, there's some places where it's the butt and some places where it's the front. Kind of like fanny. Yeah. Yeah, like when we say fanny, we mean the butt. But when British people say fanny, they mean the front. the front, as you put it. All quiet on the Western Front. Like, what does that mean? I know has nothing to do with what we're talking about, but I put it in the context of what we were talking about. Anyway, I'm going to boot up the game now. I hope you guys are doing well. I used a peach emoji with someone from the South, and they were like, I meant butt, though. Of course you did. Okay, so I don't have any special, like, crap on here because of how my camera is cropped. We had to talk about crotches today. It's tradition. Yes. It is tradition. That was really funny. I had no idea that anyone was having any sort of reactions. Well, I guess someone did, like, kind of a like big eyes face in the chat, but I was like, they'll get used to it. So, what were we doing when we last left off? We are in the Twin Elms area, and we were in some, like, warrior's house. I forget exactly what they call it. What was that noise? That was interesting. A Hall of Warriors. So we were in the Hall of Warriors in Elms Reach, in the Twin Elms area. And we looked through the whole place, and we were going to talk to Simosh, however the fuck they said it. Ah! My bro never chats anymore. He just wrote to me on Facebook like, are you watching this? Hashtag not sorry. Of course.
Hey.
What's up, Nicole? Just finished a phone interview for a job, and I'm excited and nervous and oh yay! I'm sure you did great. What's the job about?
Tread carefully, Esther Moore.
A grizzled old elf, his hair braided and dyed, stands at one end of the hall. His arms and chest are cross-hatched with pale seams of scars. His crooked smile looks like another. It's not many Estromorn who are permitted into our sacred city. Bethel must be feeling especially soft today. Adair pays no attention to the elf and instead has eyes locked with the Stalager in front of him. He whispers to you, "Do you think he'd mind if I pet his Stalager?" I love Adair. He's always wanting to pet all of the things. Oh, it's adorable. Sargani lowers her head. Remember how well that worked out last time? Yeah, he went to pet, Itumak, and I think Itumak bit him. Talons crossed? Because you're a bird. Okay. Alright. Come to hear your future at Tir Evron? Tear?
Touch the butt. Ooh, we're gonna touch the butt. Ooh!
Thank you for touching the butt. I think I need to... You guys have such long freaking names. It just says, came to touch the, and then nothing. Job title is Metadata Librarian. Basically, I put books and manuscripts and other library materials into the library catalog. So you get to see a lot of stuff. His smile widens, exposing a row of yellow, crooked teeth. Or to make your own at Blood Sands. Tell me everything. What do you do here? What's Blood Sands? Tell me about the three-tusk Stalager. We know what we're touching. We know. I already made the font smaller. I mean, I could make it smaller than that. But I brought it down, and some people's names went from having one letter just like hanging off to having their full name. I could lower it a little more. Maybe I'll put it down to 36. An ancient place of sacrifice. He laces his fingers together. In a cave by the elms themselves. Oh, and also, Bear Natutu, thank you for the host. Beautiful bear in a tutu. You got a song. In fairness, my name is abnormally long. That is true. It takes up, like, because I have the timeout button and the ban button, like, your name goes more than half of the way through the chat. Okay, Nicole. Also, hi and bye. Gotta take the doggo for a walk. Figured you'd be doing that. Just hug your dog for me. That's all I ask. That's all I ask. We'll see you in a bit. Ooh, itchy. I really like my fashion vest, but sometimes it, like, wiggles its way through the fibers of whatever I'm wearing underneath it. It makes me itchy. Alright. In a cave by the great elms themselves. Reston and his druids have been an integral part of Glanfathan society for generations, no matter what some of the other tribes might say. Ere Glanfath has held its own against the Estermorn because some of us still understand the power of sacrifice. Why am I so itchy? He gives you an appraising eye. Does the thought make you uncomfortable? It should. It is what's kept our society alive for so long. Debatable. Simoke. The way that one of the characters said it previously, and it was like so vastly different than what's written. She was like, Simosh. I was like, okay. I don't know how you got sh sound from a C, a lone C, but okay. Crosses his arms over his scarred chest. Something else? You don't seem fond of us, Estremorn. His hunched shoulders straighten. I fought in the Broken Stone War and the War of Black Trees. I saw my brethren cut down defending the places of the builders, and I shed blood alongside Galvin Reged himself. Reged. He coughs. Now the Estremorn seem to think that they will find a cure for their empty children among our sacred sites, or worse, that they will find sanctuary in our lands. His gaze darkens, and I've seen what happens when they set their sights on Glanfathan soil. From what I've seen, those sacred sites might actually have a cure. They protect those sites because someone told them to. You just wish once they'd have the courage to question it. And this worries you? Have pity, they're only trying to save their children? Then you must fight back, give them a reason to stay away? Isn't there room for you both? I'm kind of confused as to what we're talking about right now. I know that they don't like strangers in their lands, but why? I don't see why they shouldn't protect the sites. Like, that might be why they don't have any Hollowborn. I'll just say have pity, whatever. But, like, I'm not sure what these responses are. I don't know. What's new? I'm not confused that often. Tired, yes. Stupid, yes. Confused, less so. And when the Estremorn invade us in force and bring their plague here, what of our children? It's not a plague. In my 250 years, I've led my people through 2 wars. Our borders have remained intact, and largely through the reputation of Three-Tusk Stalager. His voice drops to a growl. I've sired a dozen children, but none have been deemed fit to take my place. I care nothing for the legacies that obsess the Estremorn lords, but it is important that my successor continue this path. Is your role hereditary? If your children don't succeed you, what happens? Ordinarily, the Rio would turn to others in my tribe, to clan heads and their families. Ordinarily, he levels his gaze. But we share a tradition of fostering the children of other tribes, and the Anamfath of Fisher Crane has trusted his youngest to my care. He grimaces. And as none of my own blood are fit to take my place, the Rio will look next to this bog child, the kin of another Anamfath and my foster daughter to take my place. Bog child? I don't see the problem. Couldn't you just send her back? I don't see the problem. Other than you're being, like, really judgmental. I love the madness. Duke's madness. It's such a great emote. That one and Sour Please are my two favorite GIF emotes. The Orlans of Fisher Crane have lived in the Thane Bog for 1,000 years. They are cunning and furtive by nature, which serves them well when they have swamplands to hide their movements. He crosses his arms. But this will not deter the Estremorn on open ground. I imagine the sound as blah, 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 blah. Like that? Or more like blah, 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 blah. I can't really... It kind of ends up sounding blah, 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 blah. We're just going on a deep dive. Exactly. Okay. Oh boy. When I was doing Project Pencil on Sunday, I just could not get this. I was having issues already, but I really didn't want to draw this lady's hands. It was my first time drawing an actual picture of a human. I didn't want to do her hands, so I gave her tentacles instead. It's funny. I wouldn't be so sure. There's greater fear in the unseen enemy. Hands are hard. Yeah, I'm just trying to get proportions of the body first. And then I'll probably move on to face, and then I'll do hands and feet. He points at the warriors gathered near the fire. Our savagery has deterred the Estremorn from further encroachment. They still tell of our deeds in the Brokenstone War, but if a child of Fisher Crane leads our tribe, we will lose that boldness, and the Estremorn will lose their fear of us. The child will be influenced by the souls of her ancestors. In times of crisis, she will look to her kin in Thane Bog for guidance. No matter what I might try to teach her, it will not be enough. He considers you. There is a way you could help. Few have the stomach for it, but I think it would suit someone of your inclinations. Get to the point. This Orlan girl has the soul of a leader. If it were passed to one of my own offspring, our tribe would remain strong. Fuck you, I'm not messing with her soul. A Stelager on Simok's side scratches its massive head on the Anamfath's leg. He remains steady on his feet. The Druids of Blood Sands have a way to do this, and they understand the importance of a strong line of succession for the three-tusked Stelager. Sagani scrapes around inside her ear with a pinky finger. I'm just a simple hunter from the tundra, so you'll have to slow down. You want us to do what? He gives you a key. There's a house in southeast Hearthsong next to the river. The child will be asleep, and I've arranged for her to be unattended for a time. This is so fucked. His voice becomes a quiet rumble. Take her and bring her to Keeper Wirtha in Blood Sands. She knows what must be done. When she presents you with the liquid essence, bring it back to me. Very well, I'll help you. I won't do this. What will she do with the child? I don't see why you need me to do this. Tell me about the potion. Remind me where I can find this child. I should kill you for this, which is more where I'm going. What will she do with the child? His scarred face twists again. Have you seen the rituals of Blood Sands? She will sacrifice her. It is the only way to distill her essence. Fuck no! Aloth's eyes bulge. Fie. I'd rather distill this... Wait, let me try to do my best Scottish accent, which is going to be terrible. I'd rather distill the salt bone bag into a right fine paste. That wasn't terrible. Could be better. I don't practice it enough. The Orlan child? Go on. How can you possibly expect to get away with this? Tell me about I want to know about the potion. Essence, bound and distilled into a liquid. It will have little immediate effect on me, but it will weave a stronger soul in my future issue. You're gross. I don't like this at all. How can you possibly expect to get away with this? Few know the girl is here, and the Orlan babe will look much the same as the next, he shrugs. But let me worry about this. I don't see why you need me to do this. Because I cannot do it without attracting undue attention, he frowns. I don't relish passing my own burdens on to another, but this will incite war between our tribes if I am caught. It fucking should! I should kill you for this. The Stilagers at his side growl. Surrounded by my best warriors? That would be unwise. I won't do this. I do not relish the deed, but 2 centuries of leadership have taught me that all things bear a cost. He nods once. Consider it well, Estermore. I'm not above rewarding those who are of service. Ugh, God. Who can I tell about this guy's plot? What the fuck, Mike? Why is, like, half of what you say emojis and the other half is, like, non sequiturs that make no sense? I just don't know how you want me to respond to emojis and non sequiturs. I don't understand. Okay, tell me about the 3-tusked Stilager. The boldest and fiercest of the 6 great tribes of Erglonfoth. It was we who first defended the Estromorn who came to shore 200 years ago. Defended against. He raises his chin. We have always been the border tribe, and it has always fallen to us to hold the line against outsiders and invaders. What do you do here? As Anamfoth of 3-tusked Stilager, I guide our tribe in all matters. He looks to the main room of the hut where others have gathered. I am in Twin Elms to confer with some of the other Anamfotha about the Onolfen, your Hollowborn. We only have such births here on occasion, but it has made us more vigilant about our neighbors. One Stilager stretches, flexing its claws. You realize it's not a disease. He probably doesn't. I'm the only one who knows. Is that a shrugging Triceratops? Like, what is that? You don't know? I don't know either. Simok's eyes narrow. There are some of us who believe your Onolfen to be a punishment for the defilement of the builder's sites. Others say it's a plague carried by the Estromorn. Both of those are false. People make it what they want it to be, and when it ends, if it ends, they'll make up reasons for that too. Goodbye. Fetch the Orlan child.
Hey.
No? Why did it give me the quest? I said I would not do it. Maybe I can bring her someplace. Oh! Who the fuck is this? A young man approaches you with a swift and purposeful stride. While you've never met him before, he has the same stern, wild look as Simok. He doesn't speak until he's right next to you. When he does, his voice is quiet. Wait, I saw you speaking with my father. What's this about? He glances at the back room with Simok. He asked you to sacrifice Vela, hasn't he? He grits his teeth. Maybe he's right about 3-tusked Stilager growing weak, but if this is the price of strength, it isn't worth it. Yeah! The tribes have survived this long because we've stuck together. A voice of reason. It's a wonder Simok didn't feed him to his Stilagers. Actually, I agree with your father. I would never hurt the child. Do you have another idea? I would never hurt the child. Oh, it's Dagran! It's from Shambo's stream? Gotcha. What's the story behind that? Why is there a Dagran? Said it yesterday in a stream, and the streamer whispered it back. Ew. That's funny, but also ew. He sighs. You did not seem like one who would, but my father will find someone who will. He doesn't give up on an idea easily, he sighs, but there may be a way to stop him. He frowns. There is an herbalist among the Ovates, whatever, of the Golden Grove. Bletha, that's her name. Blether. They all gather southeast of here by the river. She could brew a poison. Sumok wouldn't know the difference until it's too late. Holy shit, why are these my options? I heard there were Schlorp fiends here. Hey, Dinsdale. How are you? Mostly ew. He does Q&A at the end of his shows, and Jetlag always asks a question about... yes, she does. I remember that. Ask question about dragons.
Touch the butt. Ooh, we're gonna touch the butt. Ooh!
Thanks for touching. The butt, the butt, the butt. Ooh! There's the family resemblance. So... he wants me to kill his dad. His dad wants me to kill a baby. There's an easier way to kill Simak, you know. Why not just return this child to her birth parents? You want me to murder your father? Let me guess, if Simak dies, you're next in line? Fine, I'll poison your father. Simak's right, I'm going to help him. I've got to think about this. Why not just return the child? It's complicated. A child sent to be fostered by another tribe isn't allowed to return. Unfortunately, explaining that we're shielding her from my father would make matters much worse for both tribes. He tugs at a thin braid. Let me guess, you're next in line, even though I don't think that's where he's coming from? It's not like that. The Rio have already determined that my soul isn't strong enough. Whoever follows my father, it won't be me. You want me to murder him? No, but it's better than allowing him to murder this child. I agree with you on that. There's an easier way to kill him? I mean, I'll click on it. His warriors would surround you in no time. Besides, it's simplest if this happens quietly. I've got to think about this, he scowls. I hope you don't have to think too hard about it. With another glance at Simok's chamber, he backs toward the door. I'm warning you now, Estermore. Don't go anywhere near Vela. I'm my father's son in one regard, anyway. Jeez, I'm crow. Alright. Well... Let's read here. Okay. So he wants me to kill her. His son asked me to poison. I can't tell... Alright. You know what I'm gonna do? Which is probably not what the game allows you to do. Why are you shaking it? Which is funny, because you're not supposed to shake Polaroids, but everyone does it. Everyone shakes it. That's the very first thing you do. You get it, and you shake it. It's such an interesting learned behavior. Because you're not supposed to shake them. And the only reason that everybody shakes it is because that's what we observe everyone else doing. So we do it too, just assuming that that's what you do to the picture. But you don't. Oh, that's fascinating. I never really, thought about it. This is... you guys are like, it's just a fucking picture and a hand motion. It's not that exciting. And I'm just like, oh my god, the implications is because anthropology. Monkey see, monkey shake. Yeah. That's so interesting. How did... Because it's so widespread, though, and I wonder if it's media showing people shake the pictures? How did it come about in that way? I'm fascinated. I really want to know. Okay, so I don't think that the Elder is gonna have anything to say. However, I'm gonna see if I can talk to the lady anyway and be like, you both suck. Hey, Santo, how are you? Playing for eternity? Well, yes, I am. Somebody... Distant relative requests stuff. I wonder if I get the money if I click release. Does anybody know? Because the distant relative is like, hey, can you release my relative? I'll give you money for it. Not that I need it. Like how we went from the song lyrics to actually shaking pictures. Well, yeah. You can't just say things at me. Did you conquer the world already? Well, I've been in depth. I've done everything in all of these areas. The only place that I've done everything in here as well. Well, no, I haven't. I'm saving one quest from here because I want to see if I can get my reputation up to give me other options. Anyway, so I just have these 4 places as far as I know.
Hey,
So I'm getting close-ish to the end. How are you doing, Santo? How's Germany? I want to be down here. I'm still very tired. I'm trying to sit up straight today, though. Because my excuse can't be I'm tired and I have a headache, because that's literally every day. Ooh. So, I'll sit up straight as much as I can. Like, maybe the first half of the stream. I think 2 hours is plenty. I'm doing my beast. Alright, save. I want to see if I can talk to you about a thing. Nope. No.
hey.
So we have to make this decision on our own. I'm definitely killing the dad. Hey, psst. Hey, Lecta, are you tired? No, I just lied to you about it being literally every day. Good, assimilating little by little, watching the leaves change color, missing the sun. Aw, but very happy to be here, making lots of progress on research. Remind me what you're researching? I don't remember. There are too many students in chat studying too many different things, and I can't remember what stuff belongs to which human. Where are these entrances, exits? And also, did you guys see my little kitty? His name's Pumpkin. And I love him. He's so cute. Alright, so I have to...
Touch the butt. Ooh, we're gonna touch the butt. Ooh!
Gotta touch the butt. Thank you, Classy Beard, for that host. Where the fuck am I? I can't... Here, I can come over this way. Yeah, Rhetorical Meow, have you guys seen all of the kitties? So, I have this kitty, orange tabby named Pumpkin, and I have a spider, which is gross. I have a little tiny white worm. I've got a yellow lab. I've got a beagle dog. I have a calico cat. I have a black and white cat. When I have this one out and I press tab like in battle, it says the cutest cat in the world or something like that when I have that cat. And then I also have a tiny Animat and a piglet and a black hound. And she's so sweet, my little pup. Such a sweet puppy.
Hey.
And those are all my pets. How's everyone doing? I don't know. You don't know where you are either. You should try yoga. It'll wake you up. I doubt that. It doesn't matter what I do, how much sleep I get, how well I sleep. Doesn't matter anything. Nothing has changed. So I sincerely doubt that stretching or yoga or anything is going to wake me up. I feel tired and not rested literally every single day. There is something wrong with me. It's not just like, oh, you're groggy, wake up. That's not how that works. You have animals? How? What do you mean how? I finded them. Thanks for the pet tour. Best menagerie. Yeah, they're so cute. Government militias in civil wars. Right. Interesting. Miniature giant space piglet. Oh my gosh. That Baldur's Gate reference. How do you use them in game? You just put them in your little pet slot and they follow you around. That's it. That's all they do. They just look cute. They just run around and stand there. They just walk around. Look at the little kitty. Look at him go. Look at him go. He's so cute. Look at him. Oh my gosh.
Laying low.
Yeah, no, they don't do anything. I want to see the... Oh, it's like a glass... Well, not glass. Audra pig. That's really cool looking. What a neat little piglet. Little giant miniature... Go for the eyes, Boo! Go for the eyes! Yeah! Lay low, kitty. Okay, so... Let's... Bletha, one of the Ovets from Golden Grove. I don't know where to find her. Oh, probably right fucking there. So we've looked at all of this. We have not gone in here, so I suppose we'll just go do that.
Of course.
Oh. I'm already not sitting up straight. Who are you? But the Estermorn will not cease their attacks. We must summon the warriors from every tribe. Just calm down. We'll get everything. Iswild earned my trust. Why do you continue to support Erona? The High Ovid has tended to the grove for centuries. I don't think she's old, I'm just saying it like that. And now abandons it to journey away from Twin Elms, much too often. Okay. There's Bletha. Let's talk to her.
Builder's wisdom to you.
Builder's wisdom. The elf holds a chipped wooden pipe. The sweet smoke wafting from the bowl makes you dizzy. Hoo-hoo! Welcome, Estermore. I've got herbs and potions for sale. Looking for something to ease your travels? Or something to make them more interesting? When she grins, you see her teeth and gums are stained brown. Eek. Whiteleaf. Nice way to spend an afternoon. And the following night, and most of the next day. I hear that you can make certain poisons. She takes a deep draw on her pipe. Poisons? I only deal in tonics that heal and enlighten. She exhales a puff of smoke. Of course, many beneficial substances can be harmful when taken in great quantities, but that's just Weretha's way of keeping all things in balance. Really, what substances? She leans against the winding tree trunk and ticks the items off on her fingers. Oh, there's plenty. Concentrated Golem, undistilled spider venom, rotten blood moss extract, cave coral mixed with skein bone. Gross. I don't like any of this shit. This is a food, I think. She stops counting and scratches her head. Why would you want something like that? Well, my friend Stalager is dying, and he wants to ease the creature's passing. Shrug. I just thought I'd experiment with it and see what happens. I think I would buy this game, but I'm not sold on the combat system. What are you not sold on about it? It's similar to D&D, but it has... They have other classes that have their own special stuff. Yeah, sorry, Rhetorical Meow. You don't get a time-based rank, you just have one. I guess my friend Stelager's dying. She frowns, her teeth clamped around the pipe. Poor thing. Here, take this. She gives you a vial filled with a dark liquid. It works slowly, but this will send him back to the cycle kindly enough. Just see that it doesn't get misplaced. Half that dose would kill an Aomawa. Yes, I have. I have indeed played Divinity Original Sin. 133 hours on one playthrough. Oh no, I have the best rank. The struggle. She taps ash from her pipe into the grass. Was there anything else I can do for you? I'd like to see your stocks. We can get war paint, endurance. Ooh, sapphires, emeralds, opals, amethyst. A tiny sporling? Is this a pet? Oh, give me. Guys, I have a new pet. Look at him. Despite its off-putting toothy maw and dead eyes, this little sporling is oddly affectionate for a fungal mass. It waddles after you with unexpected speed. I wonder if I'm missing any of the pets. Probably. Look at my little guy. I want to put him in the spot just to see what he looks like in person. Look at him. Oh my gosh. He makes the little noise. Oh, I kind of love him. Gotta go into lurk. Be good, meerkats. Alright, Meow. Thank you for hanging out. Enjoy lurking. Are you gonna play the second one? Eventually, yes. I don't have money to just, you know, to just buy every game as it comes out. And I have enough games to last me till February or later, so it won't be for a while. My gosh, I kind of love him. The one sporling that doesn't confuse the fuck out of your party members, I know. I want to use them both. Why can't somebody else have a pet? He's so cute. He's so cute. We just got the kitty, so I'm gonna keep the sporling, but I'm gonna keep the kitty out for a couple more, like, real life days. Golden leaves flash and shine as they fall from the trees. Temur.
Many blessings, traveler.
Though his eyes are closed and his posture still, the man before you keeps his head aimed at you as if carefully following your movements. Hail to you. May your time in Golden Grove be enriching. If you are in need of services, he says, his eyes still closed, speak with Bletha. She will see to your concerns. What can you tell me of the Golden Grove? Same here. Maybe if we both have it, we can play together. That'd be cool. I still want to play through the original one. The original Sin. I still want to play through the first one co-op. I haven't done that yet. Been back for a while, but I'm busy eating some yogurt. Nice. Oh, your yogurt buddies. Sour. Santo. Ooh, you're almost a countess. Almost a countess. I had a thought. Where did it go? Oh! I wanted to know... So I have someone in my dungeon. And... my dungeon in my stronghold. And one of her relatives was like, hey, can you release her? I'll give you some money. And I was just curious, if I click the release button from elsewhere, will I still get the money for it, or does it just let her go? Do I have to, like, go back to the stronghold and talk to the person? Trying to go through the first one co-op, but it's slow going. It's almost never around. Ah, I see. I think we just got through the Silverglen area. Is it you? Are you in my dungeon? What can you tell me of Golden Grove? We are naturalists, philosophers, herbalists, and teachers. The Ovits of Golden Grove know that true wisdom comes from the study of the natural order. We endeavor to teach others to explore the world for themselves. That's cool. I like these people. The bark feels warm. The roots almost seem to twine around your hand. I really like this place. I want to come talk to this lady. All are welcome in the Golden Grove, except the Estermorn, who needs special permission to come into the area that contains the Golden Grove. An elf with placid green eyes nods in greeting. Welcome to the Golden Grove, traveler.
Many blessings, traveler.
Do you seek the wisdom of our herbalists, or simply to bask in Weretha's glory? Tell me about the Golden Grove. We are the Ovits, druids, philosophers, and students of nature. We gather here to share our knowledge and celebration. She gestures to another elven woman standing near the entrance to the grove. Many travelers come to us for poultices and remedies. Bletha understands the cures and poisons of nature like no other. I think Kana would really enjoy this area. You like me too? Aww. Yes, TwitchCon is very soon. Very, very soon. What, like 8 days? 9 days, something like that? Oh. We believe that knowledge is found in the earnest exploration of the natural world. She tilts her head. We do not, as some have said, oppose the gods. We simply believe that we have found a brighter, more peaceful path than devotion. I like these people a lot. Who leads your order? High Ovid Erona leads us. She sometimes journeys to Elmshore to renew her strength. However, she's there now with some of her closest followers, in fact. Oh, she sometimes journeys, however. Erona is a mighty elm among us. She's lived for generations. There are none who understand the world as well as she, and we are fortunate to have her wisdom to answer our questions. I'd like to know more about Erona. Her eyes brighten. Why, you must meet her for yourself. She is wise and kind, and she has led our order from the beginning. Yet she walks among us and gives freely of herself. She turns her gaze to the great twisting elms. That is what so many of us cherish about her. She is present among us in a way that the gods never are. I must go.
Hey.
I have a feeling, and I could be quite wrong, but I have a feeling. Tried telling work that I wouldn't be there part of next week, but they haven't responded, so I'm a little worried. Well,
Of course.
You told them, and it's not your fault if they don't respond, and you take that to mean that it's okay. I would just go. I would just go. That's me. I don't even want to say what my feeling is, but it would be really neat if I'm right. I think it'd be real neat. Okay, I'm not quite ready to leave the area, but I do want to see where this... Okay, so it doesn't open anything else up. Just curious. Look at little pumpkin. I see your shadow, little pumpkin. Aww. There you are. I just want a kitty so bad. I so very badly want a cat. But I also really like just traveling wherever without worrying about who's going to take care of the cat. The clear waters taste sweet and refreshing. Refreshing? Refreshing. Oh shit. Oh
you
shit.
have stayed true to our cause, Inquisitor, when so many others have not. For every heretic we confess, for every betrayer that burns on our pyres, new sheep continue to flock to Iavara Exencios. But not you. I underestimated you in the beginning, but no longer.
You honor me, Grand Inquisitor.
It is not for honor that I summoned you today, but for duty. Too many of our own have confessed upon the wheel and the rack and the flame. Too many of our faithful have had their minds poisoned by the Kratom witch. The tide is against us now. We have but one option. Iavara's following must see her exposed for what she is. She must confess her heresy before my court.
How would we reach her?
Not in Kratom, surely. Their lord has embraced her heathen faith and protects her with his army. But in Oceanus, things would be different. The king of Oceanus is a sinful man.
Who is that?
We have helped him to see the error of his ways, and now he fears for his soul. He would pay any price for absolution.
But how would we get Iovara to move to Oceanus?
You have already done much for the Inquisition. I wouldn't ask this were there any other choice.
Uh-huh. Theos puts his hand on your shoulder. Don't touch me. You're gross. Okay, so we're learning about
Hey.
our past here. Our past life. I said... I went to say lives and then realized it was only one that we were learning about, so then I went to say life, and it came out with live. Ah, the clear waters taste sweet and refreshing. What does that mean? And why does my brain immediately think penis related? Why? Refreshing. Oh, another cutscene. Yeah, I'm just thinking like you have a penis and then it like grows another like sheath of flesh. I have no words for that. I don't know, the refleshing. Maybe the refleshing is when you get another foreskin. That's what it is. So you have a dick and you've been circumcised, but then you have the refleshing. Which gives you another foreskin. And I don't know why refleshing makes me think of like a sheath for a penis, but it does. I don't know. Am I trying to turn you straight or something? Nah. Wake up later these days. I know the feeling, man. How are you doing otherwise? What, you don't want to reflesh? You don't want to reflesh? What if you just woke up one morning and you just, I mean, it grows back like a lizard. Yeah, it's just your penis has refleshed. Or maybe it's like a very special fleshlight. Here we go. This way. This way you don't feel like I'm trying to turn you straight with talk about weird things happening to penises. Maybe it's a special fleshlight that has like flesh on the inside, and when that wears out or gets too dry, you reflesh it. You reflesh it, and you can. It's like another like inside sheath for the fleshlight. I don't know why it's a sheath, but it is. Okay, reflesh is a sheath. Something about it. Oh, my face hurts. Ow. I reflesh every day. You are the reflesh, Electa. It's you. I have the power. Oh, owies. Refresh! Sorry. Refresh! Well, my new foreskin is 10 times as strong as the old one. Oh my gosh, that would be such a not safe for word gif. Not safe for word. Oh, not safe for work gif. Like refresh and someone like photoshops in a magical foreskin. Everything hurts. I don't even know what to choose. You're trying to ruin all genitals for me. Not ruin, make funny. Cause what's better than getting in the mood and going to have sex and then bursting into laughter and your partner's like, why are you laughing at me? And then you have to explain what refresh means and why you're laughing. And then it doesn't actually have to do with them. Oh. Recircumcised? Well, why would you bother? I mean, unless you were, like, religiously Jewish. Then I can see why you would bother. Oh, everything hurts. That's great. Electa is the flesh mage! I use my invocation, refresh! Oh my god. Okay. Well. Alright. Let me get myself back under control. Oh, maybe it can be for women too. I mean, obviously my immediate thought was penises. Or things that penises go into. But it could be for women too. Especially women who have had kids and their taints all ripped up. I could just go, refresh. And I repair their flesh bridge. What is it called? The fleshy fun bridge that some people call it? It's weird. Why fun bridge? Like, what? Who's having that much fun with a taint? Or maybe there are just untapped, no pun intended, untapped secrets of the taint that I'm not aware of. Okay. that was a good tangent. You were, yes, you were. Refleshing is foreplay? No, it's regrowth of flesh. I mean, maybe that's sexy to some people. Maybe, someone got very badly burned and I just go, refresh! And then someone's like, oh, your skin's so supple now. Leg. You know, who knows? Just got to wake up every morning, grab a coffee, and, refresh. Nose taint? Ew. No. I very much dislike that. At least I had the good idea of marking my channel 18+. A very good idea. Okay. Anyway. I wonder if my grandma's watching right now. She probably would have closed the...
Touch the butt. Ooh, we're gonna touch the butt. Ooh.
Thank you for touching the butt. She probably would have closed the channel a long time ago, but... Anyway. Last time she was watching, it was during one of my creative streams. And we were talking about shaving, and she's like, okay, I'm not watching anymore. She texted me. I was like, oh boy. I didn't know she was there. I doubt that I would have steered the conversation elsewhere. I'm just me. Okay. Back to the game. That was good. Two identical women seem to fade into view as they move away from the great trees that camouflage them. Their skin is tree bark, ridged and scaly. Unless you choose to reflesh them. Then they're more of a birch bark. Wreathed in a curling tangle of roots, buds, and blooms. Their hair hangs beneath the shade of serrated leaves, like the drooping branches of the elms above, and the pupils of their eyes are encircled by hundreds or even thousands of concentric rings, as if to mark the accumulated wisdom of millennia. Started typing in it unhosted. Womp womp.
Turn around, flesh creature. Outsiders are not permitted to approach the elms.
Flesh creature. After our conversation, it's just, I imagined just like a penis, but like a penis creature. Just like, Mom! Parents watched one time, they called me because I was too inappropriate for the internet. Oh boy. Yeah, my mom and my dad have both watched, my grandma has watched. I just kind of do whatever. I'm like, whatever. They're gonna figure it out eventually that I'm like this. One of them extends a snarl of roots towards you that snakes and twists together to form something like an open hand, palm down. The other stares at you unblinking, and her frown deepens. And as her frown deepens, her face creaks. Do you not feel it, sister? Something familiar. An ancient soul, like the other one. Another defiler, no doubt. Let us fell her and be troubled no more. It would pay the debt of her predecessor.
So it would seem, Rhiannon. But we must not hasten to judgment. I see a different motive here. Different questions in these eyes.
You have cool family? Aw, thanks.
What of it, young trespasser? Is it as my sister says? Or are you here to stain this place with foul deeds?
Alright, what are our options? I seek a man who came through here. It sounds as though you have already met him. 2. I heard there was a commotion here and I came to investigate. 3. My business concerns the health of this land, and you would be wise to aid me. That's not untrue. I have forgotten my purpose in the presence of such legendary beauty. Have I begun hallucinating in double? Oh, so we can flirt with them. Were I any other character, I would definitely flirt. Not that I think it'll get me anywhere, but I would definitely flirt with them. Just for fun. I'd gladly burn this place down, but I have more pressing concerns. Wow. What a dick! I'll do health of the land. Health of everybody, really.
That may be, flesh creature. But I do wonder whether your intentions are quite so noble as that. Are you here for the land? Or for you?
Both. She's here for Theos Ix Arcanon. That much is evident.
The answer is yes, old one. We crossed paths with Theos not long ago, and we can tell you where he went.
Wait.
I find it curious that anyone would seek him out. Suspicious, even. If we are to help you find him, we would know why.
I have a problem, and he's the only one who can fix it, with more cowbell. Stopping him might end Waidwin's legacy. Waidwin's legacy. He must face justice for his transgressions, also accurate. He crossed me, I intend to get my revenge. 5, we seem to be linked, and I need to know why. I also want to know that. 6, I don't fully know myself. 7, my reasons are my own concern, nothing to do with you. This is the most important thing to me. Stopping Waidwin's legacy. Hey, Arno! Oh my gosh, did you miss a conversation?
So that is the reason he passed this way. This is low. even for the leaden key.
You know the leaden key?
I told you we should have confronted him, Sheila. He has always been a poison.
It would have been the last thing we ever did, sister. Who can be said to have ever gotten the better of Theos?
Literally nobody. What conversation did I miss? Oh. Arno, don't watch the VOD. Don't ask what that was about. It will scar you. No. Well, maybe. It was really good, though. If you do watch the VOD, it was like 16 minutes ago or so. It was about, refleshing. Oh, boy. How are you doing?
Yes, but imagine how much fun it would have been. Can't you just picture him all strung up in vines like an angry little puppet?
But that's not what this is really about, is it? You are bound to that man.
Sheila glances over at you, and then her expression changes as though you were seeing for the first time. Refreshing? Why? Oh, because. Just because.
I see it now. You are awakened. Your soul is awake, and something once buried deep now wells to the surface. Past overwhelms present, closes in around you. Your time has nearly reached its end.
I just need to get to Theos.
I'm sorry to tell you this, but Theos cannot give you what you seek.
Fine.
Nor can any man. An awakening cannot be undone, any more than your past can be undone.
Fine, but still let me stop him. Like, I'm much less concerned for myself. I mean, I am, but as a secondary concern. What's she mean? I thought Merwald said... Alos's face is rigid. This is... permanent? Jeez, I can't talk today. This is... permanent? Sagani's glaze flickers to you. I'm sorry. We did not come down this road together to be refused passage by a pair of talking saplings. To be chained to such a past. Her face is pale, her eyes hollow. A bitter and grievous thing, Watcher. I wouldn't say for nothing. We've helped a lot of people. So this has been all for nothing, and I'm going to lose my mind.
The soul is formless without a past to shape it. Did you truly expect to be able to wipe it away?
This is Lecta's stream, so I'm not totally surprised. I'm just curious about how it started. Oh, I just misread something. Permanent. Pregananant? I love that stupid video. It's just pregante. Just a guy reading, like, people misspelling pregnant. Pregananant? It's so funny. I need to watch that again. It's really good. Curious Arno is curious. True. If someone can find the Pregananant video, please link it. I would like to watch it. The soul is formless without a past to shape it. Did you expect to be able to wipe it away? No, but I'd hoped it would be something I could forget. I'd rather have tried to put things right. I would live with it if I could. That or kill the man who brought it up. I had to believe in something. I didn't have a choice. I don't like any of those. I like 2 and 3 the best. I'd rather have tried to put things right. Or I would live with it if I could. Like, I wanted to find a way to not go insane. I don't think that's... I'll just say I tried to put things right. Because I think I think part of why Merwald went crazy is, at least in part, because he didn't like the other past lives that he was seeing, and he let it consume him. And then I'm also sure that the other part of it is just because it would get harder and harder to tell which one is you currently versus past you, and you'd just get really confused. Oh, shit, yeah. A noble thought, but for the lifetimes that separate you from your problems.
However, as much as my sister speaks truly that there is no way back from an awakening, there may yet be a way forward. Would you agree, Shiva?
I would. Were the way not so likely to end in death.
What is it? You may underestimate me. Death may be preferable to what lies in store for me. What is it? I'm gonna try.
The man Theos you must already know by now. You are linked by a common past. Something about it lingers within you, festering, unresolved. What it is I cannot see any more than you. And without that knowledge, your doom is certain.
Damn!
But were you to learn the source of this discord, perhaps it could be put to rest.
Cool.
Though it is equally possible it will trouble you as much now as it did then, and merely speed your condition to its end.
My past comes to me in pieces. How do I unlock the rest?
You might wait for it to come on its own, of course. But when it comes, it will replace your sanity's last breath. Such is the nature of your condition.
Or you could learn it from someone who already knows.
Theos, would he remember?
It is said the gods made his memory perfect, that he may never forget his charge. If he ever knew, he still does.
So we need answers from him.
Not that he would tell you, of course.
You have followed the right person for the wrong reason, it seems. We see it often beneath the elms. The soul dragging mind and body to unknown places for unfathomable reasons. You may have wandered into Theos's path many times, in many lifetimes, without an awakening to show you why.
The only thing that's certain is you did not find what you sought.
You said you knew where he went. Or you said you know where he went.
He has gone down beneath the tower to a place older than we, where the people of Engwith once walked. He makes his way to the buried city, Sun and Shadow.
Shiva nods, causing leaves to shuffle against one another. Down beneath the tower.
May he stay down there and rot with the remains of his people.
I'll stop him.
He may yet. He won't be returning the way he came, that much is certain. He opened a secret path in the tower's base, and saw it destroyed behind him through some vile means.
Is there another way to get to him?
We know of one. On the burial isle, through the court of the penitents, Braeth Yaman. A shortcut, in fact.
Don't be cruel, sister. The way my sister speaks of is not for the faint of heart. A great pit at the center of a forgotten court, where faiths were judged in place of crimes. To most, it is simply a gateway to death. With the help of the gods, it can take you where you want to go.
What is this court? I have to jump into a pit? Is this some trick? What do you mean with the help of the gods?
The pit is said to have been a means of judgment by the gods. Those cast into it are meant to die. It is that way you must pass to reach Sun and Shadow.
Okay.
The court is old. We do not know much for certain, but it would seem only the gods themselves can grant passage.
What is this court?
No more than a ruin now. It is older than we. A place for the trial of heretics. We were not here to witness it, but at one time there was a group that refused to acknowledge the gods. Neither the first nor the last, of course, but these were numerous and all put on trial for it. Those who did not repent were cast into the pit and imprisoned below.
Brutal.
The fall killed them, of course. The prison was not for people, but for their souls, and their sentences were eternal.
Extra brutal.
It is said that many of the condemned repented and were permitted by the gods to ascend from the pit, so long as they pledged their service to one of them. But these are old legends.
How would I ever get the gods to help me?
Behind us is Ter Evron, said to pierce the shroud itself and a place of communion with all gods. If ever there was a time for prayer, you have found it.
As soon as I'm through with this dialogue, I'm gonna click on the Perganonant. It's really good, Arno. I'm glad that I was able to bring that to you. So the only way to get through this pit is to pray for help? Who would I pray to? Is there no other way? How do I pray? I have other questions. Farewell. I'd probably go for Aethys. He sounds like my kind of dude.
Not the only way. Just the only one that doesn't end with your body impaled on jagged rocks.
Who would I pray to? Any god you can, I should think.
I would pray first to those gods you like best. I hope for your sake the feeling is shared.
Is there no other way?
None.
How do I pray?
Ter Evron is also called the Hall of Stars, and the stars show us the allegiances of the gods. When stars are in conjunction, we know the gods they represent are aligned as well.
Okay.
You should choose a place to pray where you'll be closest to those you want to hear you. If a god stands alone, you should pray to that god. If they band together, you should address them all. Choose your words wisely, for all gods expect proper homage, and none has patience for fools.
This is fascinating. Oh, man. I hope there's like a big old book that I just have to I can read about the gods and see which ones I like best. Although, immediately my thought is Aethys. I like him the best. And then, oh, the one that wanted us to lose the scroll, I forget its name.
What do you wish to know?
So giggly today. I suppose I am. Reflesh really did a lot for me. Maybe my giggle factory was refleshed. That sounds so... Oh my god, that's terrible. That sounds like a PG-13 way to say something really dirty. Reminds me of Patton Oswalt's bit about clean filth. How it's like nastier than actual filth. It's good shit. Hey, Shaggyfoot. That was a strange thing to hear. Oh, you know. How are ya? Didn't go limp. That's a good one, Arno. I definitely want the refleshing conversation to be immortalized in some way because it was really funny to me. But I couldn't decide. I was gonna have to rewatch it and watch the whole thing again and be like, okay, what is the essence of refleshing? Yeah, it's been a stream, a weird one. Okay, how did you know I was pursuing Theos? You mentioned that people come to these elms without knowing why. I want to know about the two of you. I need to know about praying for the support of the gods. I'm just gonna go down the line. Your cat's attention whoring kitty! Gotta take a picture of the kitty. When you're petting the kitty, gotta pet the kitty and mush the kitty's little face. And you gotta rub the belly and mush the kitty. What is the essence of refleshing? Huh?
The same way that you are no doubt able to peer into the ether and experience the souls of others. It is something we are born with, some more, some less. A gift common to many creatures of the wilds. You share certain similarities with the man you pursue.
Ew.
For your sake, I pray they are few and of no consequence.
Me too. You mentioned that people come to these elms without knowing why. A soul has a will all its own. Its needs and whims are seldom understood, but they follow them all the same.
There is something about this place that reaches beyond our understanding, something like a beacon. The elms have a way of uniting souls that have been seeking one another, with or without their owner's awareness. Sometimes it is for love, sometimes for vengeance, sometimes for peace. Often it is for no reason we will ever know. In your case, let us hope it is for peace.
Yeah, I hope so too, man. No mushing kitty, that's a quick way to get your hand refleshed. Oh, I see. I get it. Electric creates an RPG that has enemy minion reflesh golem. We need to have a very serious conversation before you lose your sanity. Sorry, too busy laughing at dick jokes. I know, right?
Or vengeance.
I want to know about the two of you.
There is little to be said about us, for we are bound here, caretakers and defenders of this place. Our journey has been over time, but not distance, measured in observations, but not experiences.
Speaking of genital jokes, which is a hilarious phrase that I just discovered. Genital jokes. My mugs should be arriving today from Designed by Humans, one of which is a Harry Martini mug. I'm very excited. The other one is Hype Shrimp, which is equally exciting. But Hype Shrimp was not relevant to the conversation. But they should be getting here today. I'm very excited to get my mugs that make me giggle for no reason.
We have seen the elms grow tall. We have seen cities built, burned, and built again. The only constant has been the tower, a silent companion through the ages. You can imagine why this recent destruction has stirred my sister so.
If you do nothing else, make that man pay for what he did here.
Hell yeah. Need to know about praying. You need me a Harry
We will
Martini
tell
mug?
you what we can.
Well, it won't help you with the mug, but for those of you who are looking at Designed by Humans for anything, whether it's in my shop or somebody else's, they're having a buy one t-shirt, get the other half off. So it's buy one, get one half off, but it's only for shirts, unfortunately not mugs. If you use the code ARCADE, that's in all caps. Arcade. ARCADE. Boop. So, if you were thinking about it, there is a sale of a sort happening. Okay, bye.
Before you go, tell me this, old one. I'm curious. If you were to subdue your enemy, what would you do with him? What would give you peace?
I won't know until I get there. I need to understand our history so it may be put to rest. Nothing more. I wouldn't say nothing more. He must be destroyed. Yeah, he's a shitty person. I would return him to the wheel of life and death so he may trouble me no more. I wish to undo the harm he's caused. I would set him on a better path. Ooh, I would take his place and power for myself. No, absolutely not. I don't know is sort of accurate because it depends on what he says to me. But he has been responsible for so many deaths and so much bullshit. I would not be sorry to see him killed. Need to understand our history. Yes. He must be destroyed, also yes. But if he's returned to the wheel, like what if he does have perfect memory, then he'll just do it all over again. Genital jests. I went with genital jokes, but you know, same thing. I wish to undo. I think this is the most accurate. Is I wish to undo the harm he's caused, and also I want to set him on a better path so that when I return him to the wheel, he is not shitty in the next life.
You would need to have twice as many lifetimes as he to repair his savage work.
But perhaps there are strides you can make.
All the same, think on this matter. Be assured in your course. In the end, it may mean all the difference, not just to his soul, but to yours. And be warned. Some questions have answers that can never be learned, and it is those that trouble the soul above all others.
Some questions have answers that can never be learned. Okay. All right.
May you find an answer to yours.
Aw, look at my kitty! Hi, Pumpkin Kitty. Where were you for that whole conversation? Aw, you see how Kitty just goes squish squish? Wow, okay, quests. Are you done? Or is there more? Okay. So now I have very important stuff, I have less important stuff, and less important stuff. So, champion, ally. I've gone up from neutral to ally. I basically need to get to a champion in order to resolve this
Hey.
this tiny quest very well. I will do my best. Are you sure of what you claim? I hoped sacrifices would have waned. With the frontiers open again, I assure you, we'll need much war paint in the coming season. We need to pregnant. Yes, thank you, Arno.
Am I pregnant? Am I pregnant? Am I pargant? Am I gregnant? Am I pegnate? Help? Is there a possibility that I'm pegrant? Am I pregnant or am I okay? Could I be pregonate? How do I know if I'm prengan? Can I be pregnant? Can oo get pregante? Can oo bleed while oo are pergert? Can oo down a 20-foot water slide pegnat? How can I get my GF pregnant? What happened when get Perginat? How can a 9-year-old get pregnant? Will my get pragnan? What is the best time to sex to become pregnant? Does anyone know how many teens get pregnant a year? Are these systems of being pregnant? Girlfriend ain't had periods since she got pregat. Is it possible having sex to a 8 months pregnant? If a woman has starch marks on her... Wait. If a woman has starch masks on her body, does that mean she has been pregnant before? Period, question mark. I circle is normal, but yet I still don't get pregnant. What can I use? Period, question mark. Has anybody got pregnant by just pre-cum while using birth control? Did most you women feel pregnant before find out? I am pregnant last 5 weeks, so can I start sex? Danger ops, prangent sex. Will it hurt baby top of his head? Me and my boyfriend are trying to get prefnat and haven't took my birth control in 12 days? 38 plus 2 weeks? Pregnant? I think my dog is pregnant. Can I get bringed if he had a condom on? How long can Ugo being pregnant to get an abortion? I think I'm pregnant with my 14th child. Can you burn a Luigi board?
Oh my god, I forgot how funny that was! Oh my god! Oh. I forgot how funny that was. Oh my goodness. Oh, I'm like sweating a little bit. I laughed too hard. Oh my god. I love the part where like he starts laughing. Oh shit. Pregnant. Can u get pregante? Oh god, it's so good. Okay, so there are whenever I'm having a bad day, there are a few things that I like that unequivocally put me in a better mood. Thing number one. Thing number one is Cycling by Tuesday. That song is just really adorable. It makes me very happy. Thing number two is the first half of the video where The Rock is lip syncing Swifty. It's great. It's really great. Thing number 3 is summon an even larger man. That's a recent one. I thought about typing these out and then pinning them somewhere, and I don't think I ended up doing it. I should. And then and then thing number 4 is definitely gonna be Perganonant. Perganonant. I have to wonder about some of those people, both for the questions and not even being close to the spelling. Well, yeah. Perganonant. Ah, God, it's so good.
All right, then.
Oh, it's so good. I forgot how funny that was. What's over here? Oh, there's a cave. Blood Sands. Teir Evron. The clear waters taste sweet and refreshing. Oh boy. You're gonna have abs of steel from all the laughing or just a sore face. It's usually the sore face. Oh boy. So, I'm gonna go poison this dude now. Now that we've been around this whole area, I'm not ready to go to the Blood Sands
hear
yet.
that? About our awakenings being permanent?
I did. Are you okay with that? Oh, he wants to talk. Alright, we'll talk to you in just a second. So we haven't been to Old Song, or to Blood Sands, or to Burial Isle. I'm gonna have to, because I know that he's fairly close, Theos, I'm gonna have to do a lot of safety saves to make sure that I don't accidentally run into content that I don't mean to get into. The waters had best not taste refreshing. But what if you have a sore throat from, either yelling, being at a concert, singing real loud, or defleshing? I mean, obviously. Maybe it's good to reflesh. Anyway, let's let's talk to Aloth.
If those Delamgon are right, you and I are stuck with our awakenings. Not quite the news I was hoping for.
It just means we've got to focus on finding Theos. Shrug. Worrying won't change anything. 3, it distresses me too. I'm concerned about you. How are you taking this? This isn't fair. We're stuck with memories and personalities from ages ago. At least one of you got some good news, right, Isilmir? That's so rude. That is so rude. No hard pass. It's been a great stream so far. I agree. I agree. I think I'm gonna make some tea on my break. That'll make the day even better. If you guys are around for the end of the stream, remind me that I have to be offline by 3 today. Because I have a doctor's appointment at 3:30. I'm supposed to get there early, but I can't get there 15 minutes early. I'm just gonna get there when I get there. Because I have to walk, and it's like a 20-minute walk. So, gotta remember, because I had totally forgot. I was like, oh, after the stream, I'm gonna laze around, gonna do this and that. No, you're gonna go to the doctor. Rude to Aloth, maybe, but not to Isilmir? Well, yeah, but... How are you taking this?
The knowledge that a barely civilized bumpkin will share my mind and body for the rest of my life? That's kind of you to ask. I'd always believed that Isilmir was an ailment I could cure myself of one day. But now, to think she'll be around forever.
You've been awakened for decades now. Did you really think that would change? She's not that bad. I can't imagine having her in my head. It's time you dealt with this, Aloth. You mean how she's stuck with you? I mean, she's trying to help. It's time for you to deal with it. Like, she's really not that bad. Like, maybe you can come to some sort of agreement where she doesn't speak for you or something. Waiting for a replacement credit card.
I know.
He sighs. And on the bright side, I've got plenty of time to figure out how to deal with her. You've got to make that decision, Aloth. What do you think? Your whole life you've been taking orders. If you can't assert your authority over her, you'll never have it anywhere else. Like it or not, she's a part of you. And she could be a source of strength if you learn to work with her. I like that one.
It's strange. I've lived with her most of my life, and I've always seen her as an adversary. It should have occurred to me the day she stood up to my father. But there's something about being too close to a situation to see it clearly. It will be a relief to stop fighting her.
He's quiet for several seconds. Finally, he nods. He smiles. Oh, expired. Gotcha. Even as he says it, something struggles within him. The muscles in his face twitch and his skin quivers. His eyes roll back in his skull, exposing slivers of white. Sweat beads and glistens on his forehead. After several seconds, he sighs and looks back at you. That wasn't as difficult as I expected. I think, deep down, I'd always hoped to find a solution elsewhere. When I was a child, I always thought my mother would come home with a mysterious cure, or that my father, without knowing it, could somehow send her away just as he'd called her forth. I can't pretend that I didn't spend years of my arcane training hoping that one of my instructors would have the answer somewhere in his grimoire. When I joined the Leaden Key, I hoped and believed that, with enough loyal service, I'd gain the ear of someone in the organization who could help me. Even when I met you and realized your unique talents, I hoped that you might be able to reach into my soul the way I've seen you do with so many others. I'd been looking for someone else to solve my problem, and now I realize that I've got to face it on my own. That's what it's supposed to be. You search for answers elsewhere and find them in yourself. Most people need that kind of guidance. You don't. I've been with you the whole way. I still am. Aw, that's nice. You haven't been on your own. I got you through Brackenberry, remember? Give me credit. I like this one. I like all of this except for the last one, which is kind of shitty.
You don't think so, eh? It's a comfort to imagine that all we've gone through has been for something. But it leaves me wondering where we'll be, where everyone else will be, when we finally track down Theos.
He raises an eyebrow.
That reminds me of something else the Delamgon said. About the gods not being real.
A cautious, thoughtful look crosses his face. He says it quietly, as if afraid someone might overhear him. I don't know what they mean. They did tell us to pray to the gods, so that can't entirely be true. I expect we'll figure out what that means eventually. Don't tell me you're getting your panties in a knot about something new. Wow, asshole! We'll figure it out eventually. I think maybe it could just be to figure out... I feel like there's a hair on my face just like caressing my side nose.
Yes, I suppose so. Still, I can't help but worry at the state we'd be in if that was somehow true. If there were no power guiding us in this life and shepherding us to the next.
So don't think about it. I'm sure we'd find our way on our own. Let's just hope that's not the case. Then Isilmir would just be a happy accident and you'd have no one to blame for her. Ouch. I'm sure we'd find a way.
I hope you're right.
His brow furrows beneath his hood. While we're stopped, let's discuss something else. Aloth looks at you with quiet attentiveness. How may I be of service? So, you've made peace with Isilmir. What's that like? Relaxing. More so than I expected. As contentious as she is, I imagined that letting her in would merely unleash the torrent. But now that I'm not fighting her, it seems she isn't fighting me. He sighs, and you were right. I've found much to learn from her. Aw, that's all. That's so nice. Work lurk. Hello, Boutry work lurker. There are no awakenings, only happy accidents. How have you been? Alright. We just saved. Let's go poison this guy. Poison the dad, poison the dad. Hey, John Pope. Henlo Franz. What the shit? What are you even doing? Last class before TwitchCon is tomorrow. Ooh! You have a very long vacation. Taking the train again, I'm assuming, yeah? My god, what is this mystery hair on my face? I don't think there's anything actually there, it just feels like it's there. Hey, so I got some poison for you. Totally not poison. I have questions. Lyris asked me to kill you. Or giving him the poison. I'm not killing a baby. This guy's an asshole. And he just, the only reason he doesn't want the baby to take over is because he's tribist. 29 hours, I won't have to worry about school for 2 weeks. That sounds awesome. Leave Monday, arrive Tuesday. Cool. Just reflesh the nose. I should just reflesh it. Reflesh. He looks from the vial in your hand back to you. Something's wrong. His eyes narrow. What are you trying to give me? It's poison. It's distilled essence. He rushes at you with a cry of rage. Oh shit, okay. Well this is not what Lyris wanted. I didn't want to have to kill all these people. Those were very high. Are you kidding? My resolve is 1 off. 1 off. Cheating. I don't give a shit. I'm gonna cheat. Anyway, work lurk. Yes, be a work lurker. And then enjoy not work lurking and just lurking or something. Or not lurking and just hanging out. Okay. What foods do we have? Perception. Minus resolve. Perception. I can definitely make some food or something. Rawatai, sweet pie. No. 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 Okay, I need a dragon egg? What? Or dragon meat? I thought I had dragon meat. No, maybe that's Skulder meat. Looks similar. Maybe do I have a potion? Because that's shitty. Maybe do I have an item that gives me resolve? I'll just put that on. There we go. I have a very high resolve now.
Hey.
I'm just wearing a different cloak, don't worry about it. Hey, Devil Scry, how are ya? I also work lurk. What kind of working do you do while you're lurking? Work lurker. Yes, you're going to TwitchCon too. That's awesome! I'm looking forward to seeing you again. Let me save before I go in here. I'm totally cheating. I don't give a shit. I have so many cloaks. You know what I would do? I would wear like 8 cloaks. I would just like strap the stuff on. Like the only reason I wear that cloak or Lilith's shawl is to give me perception, because that's usually what the boost that I need in conversations. This is the essence potion you asked for. Send for Wirtha if you doubt it. Yeah, I was not gonna get up to intellect 19. That was a little much. So many people are surprised that I'm going. Yeah, I just had no idea. Hang on. He reaches out with a hand gnarled by age and battle. He clutches the vial close to one faded blue eye. To my tribe's salvation. He drains the vial in one long gulp. He swallows, and after sputtering for several seconds, he glares at you. His breaths sound ragged and wet. Ew! You poisoned me. He begins to raise his hand to the warriors in the other room. Are you kidding? Perception 19 and resolve 20. Oh, I'm gonna do this again. I didn't, I swear. He rushes at you with a cry of rage. Okay, we're doing it again. I don't care. Oh no, I didn't mean save, I meant load. I don't care, we're doing this over again. So I need resolve 20 and perception 19. I was rather hush-hush about it outside of certain friends. Alright, fair enough. You'd think I'd be used to people being all mysterious with, how much time I spend around dukes. That kid keeps more stuff close to his chest than anyone I've ever met. Game is toying with you, right? So fucking rude. I'm 1 off. Are you serious? I could also do intelligence. I'm 16. And I think I needed 19? 18 or 19? You weren't sure until July. Gotcha. Speaking of refreshing, in German, Schmuck is jewelry. Really? Because in, like, Yiddish, a schmuck is a negative thing. Like, yeah, he's a schmuck. Fleet feet, displaced image. I don't think I have any potions that will help me with this. Okay, so I've got resolve 3. Perception. Wait, what? Hang on. I want to just see. It's. So I can put my. So this would be at 17. I would still need to add 2. But it only gives me intelligence, and I think it's better if I try to give myself more resolve. Alright. So what other... all of this stuff... preservation, reflex, dexterity... Is anyone else wearing stuff that I can have? Might, will... well, I can't wear the helmet, otherwise that would be perfect. Shit. Here. Oh, do mine already have? No, those have perception. Hells yes. Okay, I think we're good. I think we're good. I'm gonna save again. Let's try this again. If you talk to any of my in real life friends, they'll tell you that I'm hard to read. I can see that.
All right then.
You're very reserved. I'm very just like out there. Even if I'm trying to wear a neutral expression, Fred's like, you're making a face at me. And I'm like, I'm sorry, I'm not. I'm kind of hard to read. People think I look pissed off all the time. I'm just focused on what I'm doing.
Hey.
You need to learn how to do interested face. So, normally, I'm gonna come over here for this. Go ahead, you can switch. There we go. So, this is my face when I'm literally doing nothing. Like, I look angry or tired. One of the two, right? So, this is neutral. My eyes aren't doing anything, my mouth is not doing anything, I'm just looking at you. However, you have to do interested eyebrows, which means that you bring them from here to just slightly raised. So that's already an improvement from this to that. And then I see I did it automatically, but you do just like the teensiest little bit of a smile. So like just raise the corners of your mouth the teeniest bit. And I've practiced it so much that I just do it automatically. But just, you go from I hate you and everything in the land to not hating everything in the land, you know? Incline your head ever so slightly? I don't think I do that. I just stay where I am, but... See the difference? It's so slight, but it just makes me look...
Hey.
It doesn't make me look angry. How to be a functional sociopath? No! No. It's just how to... It's just interested face, interested eyebrows, so that you don't look angry. Because a lot of people's resting faces read as angry. And you're like, no, I'm just nothing at you. I'm nothing. I'm not angry, I'm just nothing. Not a sociopath.
Hey.
Obviously, if you are actually feeling anger, like, let yourself look that way. But if you just have a neutral non-expression, you can do this, what I do near constantly. When I'm on camera, anyway. Like, that's why DKT is tiring after a while. Because I'm on camera, and I'm like, I'm doing interested face without even realizing it. So sometimes I'm just like, I gotta go. My face hurts. Tired. Galactopath. Oh boy. Is that when someone shows Galacta their genitals and she has to look interested? She's really not impressed, but she has to look interested. Feet and be like, I gotta just glare, 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 glare. Okay, let's talk to this guy one more time. Give you the poison. Resolve. And you poisoned me. Are you kidding? Why don't I have Resolve 20? How is that not Resolve 20? Resolve +1, Resolve +3. Excuse me? How is that fucking... It doesn't count my gloves? Why does that not... Did I read it wrong? Resolve +1. Like, hello? The game is trolling the fuck out of me right now. It's not just resting face, it's intense focus face. Hey. Well, then your focus face is angry, but still, if you practice that... Like, if I'm focusing on what someone's saying, I automatically do the face. I also have Resolve +2 over here. Okay. It's not counting my boots. Or my gloves, rather. Look, resolve fucking 19. And I put the gloves on. Resolve 19! Game! Trolling the fuck out of me. Fuck it right up. I'll do my best. I'm getting a little cranky now. Alright, give me this. You be naked for a little bit. Does this give me plus fucking 20? That looks good on me. No, it doesn't! Are you fucking serious? Why? Why, game? Why? I don't understand. Does that mean that stuff giving me a bunch of perception doesn't actually do anything? Did I put the wrong gloves back on him? I did. My perception is 14. Hang on, I want to test something. Because if I've been doing this wrong this whole time, my perception is still 14. I don't even have to wear those fucking gloves. Are you kidding? Are you serious? So it's silly to wear stuff that... What if I take this off? Does it have the +2 from the ring? It does! Okay. So you cannot stack stats on somebody. I had no idea. My characters have been outfitted incorrectly the whole fucking time. The only reason I have all this shit on is because I wanted all the perception bonuses. This is blowing my mind. And I totally picked... I'm sorry, John Pope. I'm less angry and just more like, what the fuck do I do now? Alright, what has the highest resolve bonus then? If I need bonus +3. Was it these? No, that's +1. That's +1. So this is the best thing for me to wear. But then I would still need something to boost it, because I can't get it above. Thank you. Oh shit, I was supposed to take a break. I'm really upset about this. Like, come on, man. I had no idea that it worked like that. This changes everything. Anyway, I'm gonna go on a 5-minute break. I'm gonna get more water, stretch, rest my eyes, that sort of thing. Equip gloves of refleshing. They add +13 to resolve. I wish, man, I wish. Anyway, Santo, thank you for hanging out. Perfect timing again. I know, I'm sorry. I'm sorry. But yeah, thanks for hanging out for those of you who are leaving. I appreciate it. I hope you have a good rest of your day. I'll be back in 5 minutes. Enjoy the new AFK screen. Oh, wicked, wicked, wicked.